Welcome to Menon Thoughts, where technology, life, and growth comes together with purpose. I'm Govind Menon here to walk with you through the challenges of your career and times of healing. So today's video, this is again not a tech video. Sorry about that. I'll be putting a tech video on 15th anyways, but this video I'm making because I saw that Air India crash in Gujarat, which claimed the lives of more than 300 people, 240 on board and 60 on ground, as per the news reports. Mothers, children, students, professionals gone in a moment. While the world reacts with headlines and hashtags, families that are going through this are left behind with an unimaginable void. So, as a person, as someone who has walked through this particular scenario myself very recently, like in the last 2.5 months back, I thought I can put it as a social message out there. It is for people who will go through this pain. I'm pretty sure, because this is so fresh now. I mean, in the sense it happened only 2 days back. This for them and for people who are watching this video, my subscribers and others who are going to support these families. So I just had my thoughts, which I thought I'll share. That is basically, what do you do after the headlines fade away? Because this will be in the headlines for some time, for sure, right? And most of the channels will try to project out different things about the tragedy, about how Air India was not doing it right, or might be the government could have done it better, stuff like that. I'm not going to go in that direction at all. I'm more talking about when the headlines go off, when these families will start, because right now everybody will focus on that, the entire nation would focus on that, and the grieving families will have a lot of people in the crowd which is there with them. It happened with us when our daughter passed away. That thing happened with us also. But here is my thought. So I'm not trying to actually relate it with that. I mean, this is a bigger tragedy because there are most likely 240 plus families which are going to be affected, are being affected by this. 300 odd families might be, right, and if you multiply it with each family having 3 people in that family, bare minimum 4 people, let's say. So if you multiply it, it is 1,200 people who are affected by this, and then plus and beyond, right? I mean, people who are near and dearer to those 1,200 people. So it is a bigger tragedy. The nation is also impacted with that and stuff like that, most likely, right? But eventually what will happen is the crowd or the people will move on with their life, and these families will be stuck in this time zone, or in this replaying this moment. There might be some who would be thinking that, had my son not gone into that flight, had I stopped him. There might be wives who would be thinking that only if I would have not let him go, or mothers thinking that only if my son had gone the next day, only if my son had not gone for that lunch in that hospital mess at that very moment, or my brother had not gone in that flight. There could be a lot of combinations that are there. I'm not going to go into each of these combinations. But when this headlines fade away, and the nation and the people and everybody keeps moving, because once there's another some other news which is equally as important or anything else, the whole focus of the nation will move to that, and people's focus will move to that, not tragedy, anything else, right? So people who are really going to support these people, few things to me from my side. I mean, things like people would say stay strong, time will heal, but my experience is basically that grief isn't a fixed word, right? I mean, here is what real support will look like. It's my 2 cents based upon what I had seen, right? Be present with the family, don't vanish away after the funeral is over. Offer help before you are asked. Um, a meal, a financial support, even sitting silently beside them, that will help them a lot. The family would, even sitting with them and being with them would be there. Don't, this is something that people try to do a lot with me, trying to fix my pain. Don't do that. Don't try to fix the pain. Just acknowledge it, that yes, we understand that you have got this pain. Let them speak of their loved ones freely. Don't try to suppress them from doing that, because that's how they will vent it out, vent out their emotions. If possible, if you want to, I'm not saying you must, or I'm not even requesting you to do this, but if possible, refer to them to this channel, see how the channel has moved from a grief to a passion to a social message to whatever, which was my daughter's dream, right? I'm not asking it. I mean, this is not an advertisement or anything of that sort. This is just purely saying that you can give this as an example to them. Let's see, this person has moved on. Even if I'm able to inspire one person, it is a great achievement from my side. Remember the date of the date when this tragedy happened. Check on those families on that date every month, because they will be haunted with this date for sure, for months together, years together. That is when the silence is the loudest, a month, 2 months, 3 months, a year away from now, right? I also wanted to give this as a, through this video, talk to the companies where these people worked, or communities where they stayed, or the teams which they were working with. Compassion is important. It is. But compassion has to be deeper. Right? I mean, that's what I would suggest you guys to do. Don't just be there and counsel them. Help them in surviving this difficult period. Talk to them. Be with them. Be around them. Help them in whatever possible ways. Like probably helping them with the legals, insurance, whatever. I know there will be a lot of people who will do this, but what I'm saying is wherever you can, right? If you know anybody who has gone through this tragedy, you should reach out to them and see. I'm going to try and reach out and see if somebody is there in within my purview, within my area, where if anybody has lost somebody like in this particular thing, and try to help them in whatever possible way. Okay. For the employers, reach out to them. Don't wait to the people who are left behind in the family, right? Okay. Make space for healing, and help them in whatever possible way. My organization where I was working, they have helped me a lot in this last 3 months, and I really appreciate that for that. Right. Yeah, that's all in this video. This is a very short video. I mean, I didn't want it to be a long tracked video. It is just a very short video. Take it across to people who actually are going to help these survivors, right? And see if this message can reach to them, to people who are going to help these people in this tough period, right? Right. That's all from my side. This is Menon Thoughts signing off. Until we connect again, keep learning, keep caring.